have their thinking cap on, I'll tell you that. Let's go. Hello, you're on the air. All these people are drunk in
You know
here.
what I'm starting to understand, Michael, about these cookie-cutter games as I'm getting older, is that I'd rather play a polarizing game than one that everyone agrees.
I mean, yeah, because when Horizon Forbidden West comes out and everyone's in the honeymoon phase, but once that honeymoon phase dissipates and they come back from their fun in the sun that they had and now they're complaining that they're sunburned, the reality is going to settle in and they're going to realize that this is just another open world game that looked pretty and, didn't have much weight on, meat on that bone in terms of the memorability, in terms of the longevity.
It's one of those Flavor of the Month games.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Flavor of the Month.
And that's all this industry can basically churn out at this point. I mean, say what you want about Rockstar, say what you want about the current state of Grand Theft Auto, but let me just say this. When Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, the internet is going to break. And there's a reason for that.
Of course.
Well, it's like they're the only ones keeping the goddamn industry alive. If Grand Theft Auto didn't exist, if Rockstar shut down tomorrow, I would probably say I'm done too. I mean, because there's not too many people left that can actually do it. You got Kojima, sure. I mean, say what you want about Kojima, and say what you want about Death Stranding, but at least that was memorable. You either loved it or fucking hated it. But Death Stranding is memorable. You either loved it or hated it. There was no really in between. But, it's Kojima. He's got a vision. It might be weird as fuck, but it's Kojima. You're going to stop and you're going to look. It's not just this generic, hey, let's churn out the same fucking thing every 5 years in disguise with the new coat of paint. Please, stop making open world games if you can't do it in a way that makes sense.
So Rockstar,
but we're not allowed to say positive things about Grand Theft Auto Online or Red Dead Online or anything like that. You got to be negative. I'm dead ass. Like you literally cannot. It's okay to be toxic about Red Dead Online and Red Dead. The Grand Theft Auto Online shit. But anytime you start criticizing something else, like hell no. So
yeah, well, I mean, they're all kind of like Fortnite fans. All they do is like the bitch about.
It's just too many sheep. Too many sheep.
3 Enjoy T donated $1.99 through Super Chat.
Well, I mean, how do you feel like that's gonna?
It's the same guy that says, "Yo, Michael, if I gift you seafood, you gonna play it?" Well, I mean, if you did, I probably would, but we're not doing that because I don't got a code. So yeah, there's a big Nintendo event happening within an hour, I believe. So probably Breath of the Wild 2 shit and all that stuff, but. I'm not really a Nintendo guy. I didn't buy a Switch when it first came out, so I'm not really. I mean, I bought every Nintendo console. Nintendo Wii U even. I bought that day one, but I didn't buy the Switch. And the normies love the Switch. They just can't get enough of the Switch. Like, oh yeah, portability, but I'm done with these portable gaming gimmicks. No one is taking consoles outside. No one's taking, I mean, maybe kids are going to take the Nintendo Switch, with them on vacation or what have you. That's a different story. But, no grown adult is going to bring a Nintendo Switch out unless you're with your fucking nerdy-ass girlfriend at a goddamn convention. I mean, come on, guys. Ain't nobody bringing the fucking Nintendo Switch to Disney World, Ain't nobody doing that. So the Steam Deck is a fail because its marketing, is just non-existent, first of all, and then they're, pushing it towards the PC enthusiasts and the PC gaming crowd on Steam. Like, dude, ain't no casual buying no fucking Steam Deck, bro. So there won't be a Steam Deck 2. Let me just put it to you that way. It's a cool concept and it's a neat novelty device, but it is definitely I don't think the technology is honestly here to make it work in a way that makes sense. Maybe in the next 10 years we'll be able to do something kind of fucking crazy. But some people are going into the Steam Deck thinking that, oh yeah, I'm going to play my games on high settings. It's like, no. Basically every game's going to have to be on fucking low settings. Maybe medium if you're lucky. And especially those demanding games like Red Dead Redemption 2 and Cyberpunk, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Flight Simulator, like you ain't, it's just a novelty device. It's like, you want to have that dopamine hit when you buy it, and then play with it for a week, and then never touch it again. Like that's literally what it is. I mean, maybe there's other use cases with the Steam Deck, but I don't think gaming is really, honestly, the strongest point. Then, but we'll see what people do with it. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, now we're having connection problems out of random connection problems.